Hello everyone, my name is Albert Sleepak and my partner,
Gianna Saprisi.
and we present to you today code-commentor, a platform for generating documentation and comments for any piece of code that you wish. Let's start with a login screen, which offers a nice aesthetic dark theme and an ability to log in with Gmail as the OAuth provider. Let's select my personal email, and once it brings us to the main page, it will show you the name and the email that you've logged in with, which gets picked up from the Google API, the title in the header, and the logout button, which you can use to log out and sign in with a different email. So let's talk about the main screen. On the left-hand side, we have a panel that shows your currently linked repositories, which refer to GitHub repos, and currently we have none. So let's add a repo. Let's pick a GitHub repository that I have and copy the link, plug it in, and it will automatically pick up all the files and all of the nested subdirectories of the GitHub repository using GitHub API. As you can see, the button has appeared in the left panel showing the linked repository, and we can select the files that we want to generate. So let's look at the original. I have this sample project for networking library, which has absolutely no documentation. Very bad. So let's start by generating documentation for this file. At this moment, the backend sends requests to OpenAI API with the read contents of the GitHub file, and it's waiting for OpenAI API to reply asynchronously. For larger files, it takes a second. For smaller ones, it takes shorter. And there you have it. In the bottom panel, we can see the generated code, which has all of the documentation and comments above every single function, class, or any block of code that you desire. To compare it with the original, you can click on the Show Original button at the top right, and you can see how much has changed. All that wait was worth it. Imagine that you are in an intro programming class, and you have a ton of assignments that you have to complete. A lot of students struggle with writing proper documentation or don't even know what it should look like. This tool will allow you to actually see and generate the documentation that is very correct and will teach you what documentation should look like. So let's add a few more repos. As you can see, for each one, it will pick up all of the files correctly. And if you log out and log back in with the same email, our database service, which is written in MySQL, will preserve all of the saved and linked repositories for the user. One of the fun facts about this project is that the documentation that you will see in the source code for especially the backend for this project has been generated by this very same platform that we developed. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you have fun using code-commentor when it gets publicly released.